lovers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cami, and over here we talk about all things love, relationships, and astrology. If you are new here, hi, hello, how are you doing? I hope that you subscribe by the end of this video. Please do not forget to like, share, and comment your experience. I am so happy to hear from you. So today we're going to be talking about the moon sign. I love to get into other aspects of the birth chart. And pause for the cause, if you do not know what your moon sign is, don't worry about it, love. I have linked a birth chart calculator below. All you have to do is simply fill out the form and you'll be able to see your whole birth chart. But specifically for this video, we're talking about the moon sign, okay? So what is your moon sign? Your moon sign represents your inner being, your intuition, the depths of you. So I always like to give an analogy of the house to represent the big three, and that is going to be your rising, sun, and moon sign. So when you think about the rising sign, think about the outer appearance. You drive by a house and you're like, oh, that's a nice house. Look at the landscaping, look at the architecture, That is the rising. That is the mass that you present to the world. That is the first appearance. That's what people get whenever they first see you and they don't know you, right? Then you go inside the house. This is when conversations start sparking up and you see the paintings on the wall, or, how the house is decorated. That is going to be your ego or your sun sign. And then you go up the stairs around the corner into the bedroom. That is going to be your moon sign. That is your intimate side, right? Not a lot of people see this unless you really, really open up and are really vulnerable with them. So that is something to consider. But yeah, we'll talk about that in future videos. So let's go ahead and get into the moon signs today. We're going to be ranking them from most emotional to least emotional, okay? And it's not gonna be what you think, so don't underestimate it, okay? Alrighty, loves, let's get into it. Starting off at the most emotional moon sign, I would say is a Scorpio moon. Now, if you know anything about Scorpio moons, you know that the moon is actually in fall in a Scorpio. So that means that this is maybe like the hardest placement to have, which makes sense because they feel a lot, but they don't know how to express it. Or they're like hot holding it within. Like you can't really tell, but I can tell. I can tell. And it's so beautiful for them to be vulnerable and open up to you. It's just this, it's like a never ending waterfall. Yeah, that's how I can describe it. So Scorpio moon is number one for me. This is straight intuition, you guys. I haven't written anything down, so bear with me, okay? So number two is going to be Cancer. Do I even have to say why? The only thing about Cancer and the moon sign is that it is home to it. I mean, Cancer rules the moon. It's going to feel all the feels that it needs to feel during this time. So number two is Cancer. Number three is Pisces moon. I'm a Pisces moon. If I put myself less than three, I would be lying, to say the least. Could have been number one. But we just feel the feels. We feel everyone's emotions around us. It can be very difficult at times. We're very sensitive. We're very, we just feel the feels. That's why Scorpio moon and Pisces moon usually go well together, because Pisces pulls the emotions out of the Scorpio better than any other sign, because Scorpios are very secretive. Even though they're the most emotional sign, they're secretive about their emotions. Number four, I would say Aries moon. And this might shock people, but Aries moon are very, very sensitive, very, very emotional, more than what people understand. They are fiery with their emotions, so they might like snap off really quick, but at least you're getting that authentic response from them. They love really, really hard. So if you have an Aries moon in your life, please be gentle with them, because they are really emotional. Even though they're like, oh, let's have fun, let's go. They're emotional, you guys. So just keep that in mind. Next up is Virgo. Now, a Virgo moon is one of the most secretive moons you could ever meet. They are super emotional, probably high anxiety driven, just from them always being in their head and trying to make sense of their emotions. I think it's hard for them, okay? So just be mindful of that, that it's hard for them to, you know, truly express themselves as they're always in their head. So be kind, be kind, be kind to them, and understand that let them know they have a safe space, okay? So number 6 is, can you guess what number 6 is? How is your 1 through 5? Like, let me know. I'm excited to hear from y'all. So number 6 is Libra. It's very fitting, right? I put Libra as number 6 because sometimes they are overly emotional, sometimes they aren't showing emotion at all. It really just depends. Also, they're very much the life of the party, so they want to have a good time most of the time. They don't want to like express themselves. So it's kind of like in between, like, I want to tell you how I feel, but also I just want to jam out and like have a good time, and let's just have fun. Like, let's just have a good time. So like, yeah, that's why I put them as number 6, because yeah, they want to share their emotions, but also they just want to like party in the USA or wherever, you know? So anyway, okay, so we're on the last 6. So we have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Virgo, Libra. So the next up is Leo. Now the reason why I have Leo right here is because they are emotional sometimes, but it's only really related to whenever you disrespect them. It's not like a true care for humanity. It's not like a true care for the world. It's like, I'm emotional, I'm sad. I'm sad because you disappointed me. I'm sad because my outfit is horrible. I am sad because he didn't bring me roses. I am sad because, no, I'm just kidding. Leos love wholeheartedly, and they love when people love them. So it's like, is it really sensitivity or is it ego? I don't know. But I love y'all. Okay, number 8 for most to least sensitive sign is Taurus. Now the reason why Taurus is at number 8 is because they are very understanding. And so the fact that they are so understanding and so slow to move, it just gives this nurturing aspect that isn't really quick to reaction. It isn't really quick to expressing emotions. The emotions are there, but they're very like, they have to have a build up for them to move or to react. You know, it's not like a quick spewing off of emotions. It's more so like a steady build up of things that happen. And it's like, all right, like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Which I love that about Taurians. Taurians are just so like nurturing and loving, and just love them for being so stable and grounded. Coming at number 9 is Sagittarius. Sagittarius were usually like the last ones, you know, for most people. But Sagittarius Moon feels a lot. They feel so deeply, and they often can be a little bit possessive, but we'll talk about that in another video. But honestly, they feel a lot, but like Libra, is very similar to Libra. That's why I love Sagittarius and Libra combination. It's such a beautiful combination. That they are the life of the parties for sure. But Sagittarius just wants to have a deeper meaning, but not as deep as a Scorpio would. They want to understand it and then they move on. Like, I get you, let's move on. That's literally a Sagittarius trying to resolve a conflict. I understand. Let's go have some fun. Like, they're not trying to be deep in their emotions, and they understand you. Let's move forward. We don't have to sit and discuss and keep discussing it like a Cancer moon. Like, we get it. Let's move forward. So yeah, number 10 is Gemini. Okay, I don't think this has to really have explanation. They really are more talkers than listeners. So when you think about it from that regard, they really don't have time to process the emotions that they may be experiencing. Or if they do, they might put a little bit more logic behind it than most people. So that's why they're number 10. It's really kind of self-explanatory. When you know a Gemini, you know a Gemini. So number 11, I'm going to put an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius sun sign, by the way. But people really think that Aquarians don't feel. And it's not that we don't feel, because we feel very deeply, but we just put so much logic behind it that it really doesn't make sense. So in that regard, how can an Aquarius moon be sensitive when they're just putting logic to everything? They feel it, but they also process it. They have a lot of self-reflective moments. That's why they like a lot of solitude. They're processing it. Leave them alone. They're gonna deal with it. They're gonna process it, okay? Which brings the very last one to be a Capricorn moon. I personally know a lot of Capricorn moons, and I can honestly say that this is the perfect place for a Capricorn moon. It's just so interesting to hear them talk about somebody else's pain. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you? And it has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm just hearing them in conversation, like communicating. And I'm like, what is happening? And what is happening internally that you're not processing, you know? So if you're a Capricorn moon, please let me know how do y'all feel? Like, how do y'all feel about this, you guys being the least emotional, in my opinion? And how do y'all really process emotions? Because I have a lot of Capricorn placement, and I know I'm very like strict Saturn, and maybe it is the Saturn energy that plays like a huge role in, you know, the disciplinarian, the fatherly aspect, you know, that plays a huge role in, you know, the way you guys communicate emotions. Very stern and tough love, and you'll get over it. People are going through things. It is okay. Like, people are suffering in the world and you're crying about this. Like, maybe that's what it is. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Well, that sums up this video. I hope you enjoyed it today. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you subscribe. Please, like, do it. Just do it. And I will see y'all in my next video. Until next time, lovers.